Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode, what is it? 19, I think it is? Yeah, 19. Titled Full Power. After Zuko decides not to go back to UA, he finds himself facing an escaped villain who has broken out of jail and uses the quirks of the past wielders against him. Now, for some reason, they've decided to put the actual name of the escaped villain in the synopsis. So, I am not going to read that part out, but I I already knew who it was, but I don't think it needed to be put in the synopsis. But yeah. Anyway, in the last episode, we had Midoriya finally speaking with all of the vestiges. Well, two of them didn't speak to him. Technically, three of them, because what is it? Number 6 didn't speak to him, but yeah, he was able to actually talk with all of them and explain his ideals and everything for what he wants to do with Shigaraki. Not just kill him, well, not kill him, but to save him. And he got the past wielder's blessing. And then he left a letter for everyone in 1A saying that he would not be returning. Anyway, let's get this episode started in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, this is just a recap of the first arc before they get into the next arc. Or at least the interim arc. See, I'm still not a fan of this opening. I like, well, for the most part, I like it. It does a good job at showing what is to come to those who already know, without overtly spoiling anything. However, there are also scenes that make no sense, and there are a couple spoilers, but if you point them out, then obviously people know to look for that thing. Alright, these guys make an appearance. From Miss Joke's class in the provisional licensing exam. I did forget that was her hero name. I mean, it's a fair question. What does happen if the villains decide to attack the schools in a full out? People say he looks like Midoriya, but he acts like Bakugo. I wonder who that could be. Hmm. This is a fucking knife like Aizawa does. I still want to know how they came up with some of these powers. Like augmenting one's own muscles to like overflow their skin and everything. You threatened the kid's girlfriend. Of course, it's gonna go full out. And also to save the civilians. Didn't even phase him. He's basically the same as Rapper. It's not about revenge or honor or anything. He just loves the thrill of battle. There's number 6. Oh, they didn't do it. I was got to comment on something that they did in the manga. I'll leave it for the end, but that's the first time we've seen him speak to the 6. We get his quirk, and he's talking to him in real time, while conscious and everything. Six, no, 7, 6, and 5 in succession. Like at the same time. He's gotten really proficient at using multiple quirks. And also 4, I guess, but that's not a real active. Hmm. got in right between the muscles that got vibrated loose. Took him out with a single punch. You're a strength-based fighter going up against strength and brains. Like, you're not gonna win. You recognized him. Hmm. And he's still working with All Might. Which must be really hard considering he's meant to be a teacher. The mid gauntlets. Designed by. It was Melissa, yeah? Still never seen any of the movies, but. They managed to get some from her just before the restrictions kicked in. One, two, and three still fully teamed up, even during regular hero work. You know, I never noticed Hawks' scar in any of the manga chapters until the last episode came out. And then in the next chapter that I saw, well, I noticed his scar. It wasn't just the black whip that was reinforcing his body, like the mid gauntlet. His whole body has adapted to the power that he's been using. I mean, it is noble what he's doing, but also it took an entire team of heroes to take him down last time. Do you really think you can do it on your own, even with the power made to take him down? Especially now that there's technically two. Or, well, basically two, not technically. Yep. And that's why All Might. Obviously, you would have been there anyway, but. I wouldn't say cool, but. The amount of people that, when they first saw Midoriya in that yellow cloak, thought that that was foreshadowing of Gran Torino's death, or they thought it was just an upgrade or something. Well, people who knew were just like, yeah, nah, nothing really bad is because of it. It's just another mentorship influencing his costume. Now, I haven't heard anything about this ending being dynamic, so we'll just skip over it. For the most part, I guess. Well, yeah, no, that's completely getting blocked out. Okay, well, um, yeah, that's getting all blocked out. Don't need to see that. Um, one sec. Okay, I managed to find the panel that I was thinking of. Also, going back, I noticed that yeah, Hawks does have the scar all the way through. I just never noticed it because of his fucking the color of his jacket hides most of it. But so if we look at this page, this is when he's talking with the sixth user, saying our quirks alone they aren't enough to serve as a crutch. It's basically when he says that our none of our quirks are ultimate moves or anything, but and that he's relying too much on them. He says he should think of them more as tools, and they get this nice panel of the quirks being actually represented by tools. Like you've got the jetpack for float, smoke grenade for the smoke screen, rope for Black Whip, the walkie-talkie for Danger Sense. And I was really hoping that they would put that in this episode because, like, it was a cool panel. It was like, yeah, these quirks are just tools. Like, they're no more useful than stuff that tactical gear would provide. Well, tactical combat gear, but so I was a little surprised they didn't in one of the flashes of him between the smokes. Like, just show it, but I guess it may have been a bit confusing for people watching. Because I know it was for people reading. They were like, wait, where'd all this gear come from? And why is it not there for the rest of the chapter? There were a lot of people who were like that, so I can understand from just a ease of viewing sense as to why they didn't put it in. But still, it was a cool visual representation of what was being said at that moment. But anyway, I don't really have the time to do a in-depth discussion, so I'm going to end this one here. This was the kickoff of what is one of the, really all of these last 4 arcs, technically 5 arcs in the show, when they were in the manga, were the big ones. I say that 5 arcs because you've got the 3 that have yet to happen. You've got the War arc, and you've got My Villain Academia. Those were some of the best, and it's just banger after banger. But yeah, so it's interesting as to see if they're able to keep up with the quality that they did for the war for these next arcs as well. Because, let's be honest, this has slipped a bit. Every show does. This isn't on them or anything. It's really hard to do what they do, especially in the time they're expected to do it. But let's just say some things haven't been done to the quality that they were in the manga, and the fact that it's intense after intense after intense, it could very well fall behind. Plus, if they decide to do another movie, then obviously it's going to lose a lot of quality, but we're going to end this here. Catch you in the next one.